Hello, PL team. So, based on the votes, I'm going to go ahead and give the quick explanation about my intention for today's meeting in the afternoon. So, this video will take over that. And what you can see over here is actually the protocol for the PL and Design Studio sessions. That means the slides. Every slide must have the first one with your name, the coach's name, the name of your session, I'm sorry, the logo from a school, and of course our PL. Number two, the why we're doing this. This can be part of the conversation that you will guide them to go to the coaching guide. What is the coaching guide? Remember, that's the top part of your rubric that you are going to discuss in a very 5 to 8 minute discussion. Then moving on to the fourth, which is the link and resources that you have at the bottom of that particular coaching guide. If you don't know what a coaching guide is, go to the PL toolbox. We discuss about how important it's going to for us to align it and have this, okay? From here, the idea is to you to have some type of sessions, like when we go to the design studio or you go to some stations. So in this station, please click two links and learn about something in there. In this other one, you're gonna talk to me and I'm gonna share with you what I do with Seesaw. In this other one, you can do it that type of a situation or something where it's more like we want it to be interactive. Think about you. Would you like to go to a 30-minute session where you sit down and tell you, this is good, this is good, this is good, what are you going to choose? No, you want something for them to believe and do it, okay? So now, when you do this, you need to go and click each and one today. Make some notes so you know what they're talking about so they don't send you a curveball, okay? Once you have this, the guiding questions is the next part that's going to help you to pick 1, 2, or 3. For example, we were talking with Mr. Burcio, and Mr. Burcio was discussing about using the seesaw and whatnot to accountability, but through the scope of feedback, because her rubric is peer accountability with feedback. Yes. So based on the rubric, we went to what is practicing, developing, so on, so on, so on. So you need to process and see how you're going to connect your own part, okay? This is a conversation, taking notes, having an anchor chart, post-it, something that you can be collaborating. And everything is fast. So you're just moving, asking questions so they can collaborate and so on. So, I'm sorry they're talking too fast. Number 6, you are going to receive this from Leal. Leal is going to give you the 4 dates, and we're already covering one tomorrow, okay? The other 2 is that when we come back in January, and we will have the last week of January, and I think the last week of February. Those are the only time that you're going to do 4 more sessions for them to know how is the pathway will look like. So, December 19th, today, having the same example of the rubric for Tiburcio Fernandez, seesaw, in feedback. You can put to be determined, because this one I need to talk to you and see what is going to be our progression based on the domain. This can be quick. This is quick. The last one is your current information, your picture, and the name and Twitter and all that. They are going to have these guys. When they get to you, we're going to do this first. We're going to take an hour to self-assess and do a teacher learning profile. What is that? What is the reason for the teacher learning profile? The first part is all about you. So that is how you create trust and knowing the person. Like, this is our way of learning about each member of the community, right, of HBAPLA. The second part of the teacher learning profile are your goals that you establish, your mantra, etc. The last part is the one that has to be redesigned for this. That is going to take an hour, because we're going to go through the whole coaching guide. Each one of you will get one. Every teacher will get one. We're going to discuss the why, and then we're going to give time to jump in and start. And they have to finish on that day, everybody. Once they choose their pathway based on the needs from the choice boards that we had before. We're gonna give this. All of you PL, you don't have this. You didn't make one. So when you are with me in the morning, you are going to create your own pathway. It can be like we decide. One is your domain, the one that you will be supporting, and you need to pick another one. So you will go to one of those sessions so you can continue learning, okay? So once they create the teacher pathway, it's very good with post-its and all that, then we are gonna go to your session. You're gonna stand up first. You're gonna go to the room inside the library. We will have 3 rooms in this library and 2 in the main library, right? So we are gonna give you the numbers and who's gonna go where. But when you're standing up first, you go there. I discuss with the teachers who remain in the tables, and I will say, "All right, guys, it's time now for you to go to your sessions. If you are if your pathway goes to self-assessment, or if yours goes to accountability or whatever, equity, you go to these classrooms." And then we put the timer and it start. 30 minutes one time, 30 minutes another time, and then we have to debrief and talk again. So I forgot that everybody's gonna upload not only the teacher learning, finish the teacher learning profile, but also their pathways and the commitments. Once we finish this one, you are going to have a link, and you're gonna transfer everything so we can filter and keep track of the support that you will provide. I hope that everything makes sense right now. But again, we did this in video because you wanted to. So I know you're all very sharp. This is the most important piece, the timeline. They need to understand that this has a path for them to be successful. Learning walks. The learning walks are going to start the second week of January. What it means, we're going to go, you and me, or you and Dumas, and we're going to look at the coaching rubric, the coaching guide. Let's say that I'm gonna go report with students. We're gonna use this. How are we gonna use it? So you and we are aligned, okay? Because during the month of January and February, which is your last session, they still have March for them to show evidence in the classroom about the things that they learn, the things that they commit, and based on our calibration, we can say this teacher is ready and they are already at the achieving part. So that one, it's gonna move to the next phase, right? That's our goal. Now, the schedules that you have, I want you to show you what does it look like, Mr. Cervantes. Okay, number 1, this is the pathway, okay? When I discuss, everybody will discuss with the pathway. They will write in here the why, etc. They write the commitments and your inspiration. What will be the outcomes? That's 1. Then the science student, the personal learning. This is updated already. We have a poster. All your names are in there. We're gonna have teachers mix, so they are not gonna be sitting you are not gonna be sitting in grade levels, okay? You will have a color, and the color do not mean anything. I just went blue, yellow, with a pattern of 5. One more thing. I need to show you the badges. We discussed about the badges. What are the badges? The badges are gonna be the end of the year accomplishments or your diploma, right? Based on the domain, is gonna be your light bulb, the color of your light bulb, and each light bulb, because each domain has 4 faces, will get a star. You know, like the soccer teams, when they have cups, they put more stars, the same thing. And those will be, the badges are gonna be for you to wear as a button in your lapels, like, you know. And also you will get your, let's say that you are report with students, and that is the blue domain. So you will have a PL blue light bulb here outside your classroom, and each of those little lines we're gonna put a star on it as you move forward. So the idea is for everybody to have 4 stars and for everybody to have the 4 different color of light bulbs. All right. That was the training for today. So I hope that these 10 minutes help you to understand what happened tomorrow. Support me. I need your support. I need your be cheerful and be on it. So practice your slides, making sure that you go again with the videos and have ideas. Go over the expectations of your rubric of the practicing and achievement, mixing like, what is it? I have a very good conversation with Mr. Burcio. So talk to Mr. Burcio if you have questions. I had a conversation also with Ms. Villarreal. So help each other, talk to each other. I will be available through the text message. Have a wonderful, wonderful party with your kids. And we will see you tomorrow early, okay? So thank you, everybody. Remember, Regina Gonzalez, we build scholars.